Welcome to our on-track audio by design EF series AC Powerline filter application and user manual video. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Okay, let's keep going then.
I couldn't have said that all in one shot. If you're watching this video though, it probably means that you've bought an on-track audio by design EF series filter. For that, we thank you very much. We really appreciate your business, and this morning we'd like to talk about how to use it, what to do, what not to do, and talk about some frequently asked questions. You ready to answer some frequently asked questions?
Yeah, I'm always in that position. So let's get started.
Okay. First of all, inside the box, very simple. You will find an EF filter. You will find a 14 gauge power cord to run that filter. Now the 14 gauge power cord is perfectly adequate to run it. We'll discuss upgrading the cord later on. Setting up. How would the best way to set this up be? I mean, you can just plug it all in, but there really is a sequence to follow, isn't there?
Yeah, so you plug all the component into the both ends of the outlet and make sure everything is off. You plug your power cord from the filter to the wall, and then you turn on your system normally. Line level sources first, and then preamp, and then power amp.
Okay. The outlets. We'll cover this twice because we want to reinforce that it's probably the most commonly asked question. The outlets are all the same. It doesn't matter what device you plug into each outlet, they all get the same power filtration treatment, so there's really literally no difference. You can plug anything into any outlet and there will be no current limitation at all. Safety, this is a big one. They shouldn't take the cover off, should they? The cover shouldn't be removed.
No. If you need to remove the cover for any reason, you have to have a qualified service technician.
Please don't do it. There is danger of electrocution, and we certainly don't want anybody harmed using these. So, frequently asked questions.
All right.
We don't have any switches or any lights on this box at all. Why is there no power indicator light?
Well, first of all, as a AC line filter, just working like a power bar, we don't need a indicator. Indicator just showing you there's a power, but if you plug anything in and your component turn on, that means there's power. Second, more importantly, LED is an active junction. It makes noise. We're designing this filter to clean up the noise, and why are we trying to put more noise back into the system?
Pretty much the same reason why there's no on-off switch, correct?
Similar, yes. It's not the same. Power switch, on-off switch is a contact. A contact is a current bottleneck. So why do we need an extra contact when we don't need to have one? Besides, you have mentioned that before, if we have on-off switch to turn on the whole system on and off, there's a possibility to have loud pop because of if your preamp turn off first before your power amp, that's almost guaranteed you're going to have a loud pop. That can be dangerous to your speaker.
And everybody's done it. Everybody's either unplugged some sort of a power bar or turned a switch off that shut their whole system down. It's always the same. Always that poof, always that sound.
Yeah.
And I mean, people have lost speakers over that. So we don't want to tell you that we're trying to safeguard you and your system, but actually we are trying to safeguard you and your system. Should I use an upgraded power cord? If you want, go ahead. This cord is adequate to run this device really well. However, as we know in audio, people like to use upgraded power cords, and sometimes you get an improved result with them, so go ahead and try it. There's no harm in trying at all. This is good, but if you can find better, that's terrific. Our next question, is there a break-in period? Yes, there is a break-in period. This is an electronic device and it's full of capacitors, and the capacitors need to, the capacitors need a period to get running properly. However, we can't dictate a period of break-in. It really depends on the amount of current that you're putting through your power line filter. It depends on how often you play music. It depends on if you leave everything on. It really depends on a lot of factors, yes?
Yes. It's sometimes if you have a capacitor turning on and off, it actually helps break-ins faster, but you don't really want to plug in these things purposely just for break-in. Eventually it will break in, but if you want to have a shorter break-in time, try to draw more current through your unit, like a power amp or power subwoofer, and it will draw more current through your unit and it will break in a little faster.
Yeah. Generally speaking, what we've heard from usage in the field from customers is that they break in between 2 to 4 weeks fully, but we've had reports of it sounding better after 2 months. We've heard it sounding better after 1 week. So again, it really depends on your situation. This is a complicated one. Actually, this is not a complicated one. This is an easy one. Should I plug an EF filter into a dedicated circuit, into a dedicated power line that you've run from your fuse panel, just for your stereo system?
If you have a dedicated line from the fuse panel, use it. Of course, use it. But please keep in mind the dedicated line is not a filter. It does not eliminate noise. It only physically isolates the noise source from your component. I mean, if you run a long power cord to your power panel, you're basically just running a longer length distance, putting a distance between your audio component and the wall. So, but it doesn't clean up anything.
And the last one, this one requires a little bit of demonstration. Should I plug an EF filter into another power filtration device? And the answer is maybe. Let's show you some scenarios here. I think it's important that you understand what to do and what not to do. And again, if you have any doubt before you plug anything in, please contact us. You can contact me through my Entracte Audio website, entracteaudio.com. You can contact me through email, entracteaudio@rogers.com. You can find Gilbert on Facebook at Gilbert's Little Creations. But if you're in doubt, the last thing we want is for you to plug this into another device and damage something. So please, please, please ask before you do.
But for general rule of thumb, we can show you what can be done and what not to be done. So first of all, some people were asking, can I plug this EF filter into a power line filter with transformer base? Like wall box over there, transformer base between the wall, and then your EF filter unit and the power amp. This way, no, not recommended. It works, but first of all, your transformer is going to choke the current, and this is filter-based filter is not going to work well with the transformer-based output. However, George, if you can switch this around, the EF filter directly to the wall, and then the transformer-based filter, and then a power amp or any kind of line level component. That would depend on how much current you draw from the transformer, and the transformer-based filter are not affecting or affected by the filter, the EF series filter. So in this way, it will work. But again, if you put too much current into transformer-based filter, it will choke the sound too. But in this configuration, it's usually okay. But again, if you have any doubt, contact George at Entracte Audio, contact the dealer, or you can actually find me on Facebook and any other way. Do you have anything to add on, George?
I do not. I think that's about it for this morning's video. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for purchasing. And if you have any information that you need, please do contact us and let us know what you need to know.
Thank you for watching.